What's up? What's up? Yes. Lois woke me up because she had to go to the bathroom, if you know what I'm saying. We'll leave out the details. But here we are. And now she's fast asleep. What's up? What's up? This won't be a terribly long stream. I can assure you of that. But I just wanted to check in with my fellow soldiers. I mean, I'm pretty honest. Honest Earl's what they call me. I'm not sure if my honesty helps me in comedy. I think when I die, I'll be a lot like the Ultimate Warrior. You know, everyone said the Ultimate Warrior was crazy. And then when he died, you started looking back at all the interviews he did. You're like, he was pretty honest. Outside of the political stuff, that might have crossed some lines, if you know what I'm saying. I think where he was at, I forget what university, and he said queering makes the world go round. It's like, ooh. Yeah, I loved used cars. That was one of my favorite movies growing up. I'd be a horrible used car salesman. You got to have it in you to rip people off. Same thing with realtors. The realtors out here, the high end realtors in LA are unbelievable. Like they really, um, you have to have it in you. Like my one friend, he sells $20 million homes. And this is a guy who used to go into supermarkets, pick up a Twinkie, and put his finger through it. But he's made to be a realtor. He's the guy who I snuck into the Playboy Mansion with a few times. Some people just have it. It's like some people to be an NFL quarterback and be calm. Yes, you have to have athletic ability, but to look out at 11 gigantic dudes and realize it's their gig to hit you as hard as they can so you drop the football. That takes some mental fortitude. What up, Mason in Portland? I mean, I know they just released Braun Strowman and Dakota Kai. So I wouldn't be surprised if those two showed up. Um, what up, Jenna? Now, who's going to WWE? I mean, I don't know. I don't know if anyone's going to WWE at the moment. See ya, ACDC. By the way, ACDC and anyone else who's a Rat fan, someone just sent me a show Rat did live at the Metro, Sydney, Australia, 2007. Check it out. It's one of the better Rat, I don't want to say it's a bootleg, but shows I've ever seen. But it's a weird lineup. It's got Robbie Crane on bass, and John Corabi on rhythm guitar. What up, Tom Myers? Lack of communication, back off. Too many problems the world can't solve. Too many people, no one likes to be involved. Back of communication. What up, Flat Cat Jessica? We got a moderator, usually our midnight vampire moderator, Flat Cat Jessica. I had a pre made meal from Fit to Go, potatoes, eggs, and beef. I am not naked. Lois had to go. I mean, Lois wakes me up when she has to go to the bathroom, And when she wakes me up, she's like, "You got 30 seconds to slap on some shoes." Well, just Jenna. I mean, waist up, yes. From the waist down, I have shorts on and my sneaks. Because, like I said, when Lois is ready, she be ready. Um, you can actually, but I don't think they're in Baltimore. If anyone is in Los Angeles and you want to use the Earl promo for Fit to Go, it's Earl 15. But I don't believe they deliver out of state, so you'll have to figure that out yourself. I don't believe they ship meals to the East Coast, um, but they are very good. And for a single man who doesn't cook, it's perfect. In a minute and a half, I have a full breakfast. Wash it down with an energy drink, and I'm good to go for the next 2 hours. It's too bad you're not going to Hackamania. Well, I wasn't really invited, to be honest with you. But it's probably for the better. I mean, I had fun last year, but I also, when I was driving back, realized that they didn't want stand-up comedy. They wanted a Dabbleverse weekend. So I think it would have been smarter to do like a Dabbleverse roast instead of a stand-up show. Because the win Earl Skakel's money went over a lot better than the stand-up show. The stand-up show was horrible. So myself included. Although I did get a message from someone who is a giant in the YouTube podcasting world. They're not in the Dabbleverse. I'll just say they comment on it. And he was like, "I thought you were the best one." And that was not, it's like saying you're the skinniest girl and the biggest loser, but, I think I was the only comic who, like, did straight stand up. But we don't talk about Israel and Palestine in here. This is not the Alex Jones hour headshot. I wish both sides would get along. And I realize that sadly will probably never happen. So, biscuits. I love biscuits. A good buttermilk biscuit. That's the real deal. So, and yes, people are messaging me that the Click 5, 3 out of the 5 members of the Click 5 are on tour right now in, I believe, Indonesia. So, I'll only go if it's 5 of the 5. If you are wondering who the Click 5 is, they had that song called Just the Girl. She's just the girl I'm looking for. Um, didn't Ray get? He did get standing ovations. I'm not gonna lie, but I don't think he realized it wasn't so much for his stand-up. It was, oh, this is the guy we all goof on. He's here. Like there was an excitement that, it's like a bunch of trolls getting to meet the person they troll live. What gets resolved first? Israel, Palestine, or Skakel lift shits? Absolutely Israel, Palestine. I will never be cool with Jeff, ever, ever. And I'm usually, I don't, I'm a never say never type guy. Like I've gotten back with ex-girlfriends. I thought I'll never talk to this person again. We ended up dating or whatever. Um, can I get a shout out for my sick homie and Nick Kerr? I don't really do shout outs here, Alan, but I hope your friend gets better. Stone Temple Pilots was my favorite 90s band. Yeah, I mean, they had a nice run, no doubt about that. There was a Kiss song that what was the Stone Temple Pilots song, Sex Type Thing? It's kind of a ripoff of War Machine. Yeah, but I mean, my point, Tom, was that I think Ray, when he walked off after his set, thought, "Oh my God, I just killed." It's like you didn't necessarily kill. The room was excited because it was like a freak show in that room. They were, like I'm not in the Dabbleverse, you know, so when I walked on stage, it was like, oh, here's Earl. Yeah, the guy who's been on MLC a few times. But when Ray came out, I was like, hey, this is the guy we all shit on. So there was a genuine excitement that he was in the room. Um, and, I mean, I probably wouldn't have gone even if I was asked. I mean, Melton treated me right. I got to be honest with you. Now, someone said on one of his streams within the past couple weeks, he was talking shit about me. I don't do the online roast. I got something bad to say to you, I'll say it to your face. But he treated me right, paid me well. I mean, he was mad that I left on Saturday, but, you know, when I was driving up there Friday, the Comedy Store called me, asked me to close out the sold out Saturday night show. And that's just, financially, that's just too much money to pass on. So I understand why he was mad. Just I had to do what I had to do, to be honest with you. But I'm sure people will have fun. I think this one's a little better because it's more Dabbleverse related. Like people are going to be in on the joke, and I hope it goes well. Listen, these events go well. It's best for everyone. People can talk about it more. I mean, I'm sure people stream snipe it or whatever. I don't like that because you're costing Melton and whoever's doing that weekend. You're probably costing them money, but mile-wide volcano getting ready to blow in Pacific Ocean. Oh, where's that, TB? I haven't heard of that. I don't really watch TV anymore. Like, just the news is too fucking depressing. So, I'm a little out of the loop on stuff like that. Unless it's a good car chase. I love me a good car chase. There was some guy the other day who was like driving 70 miles an hour in a stolen police car. It's on not a freeway, but like a long roadway. And he just jumped out of the car and I think he died. Um, so I've never really been near a volcano before. So it'd be kind of cool to see. I mean, I don't want to be too close to it, but what was the big volcano that blew up when I was a kid? Mount St. Helens. So, I mean, let's go on Yahoo News. I've been really going down a rabbit hole of on YouTube of poker fights. I forgot how feisty those games get. It's pretty funny to watch people lose their mind on. Let's go to a side angle here so I can look at my IMAX screen. Sorry about my hair, but I just woke up. Give me a break. Let's go on the Drudge report. Drudge always follows the stink. By the way, I will be at the Comedy Store Saturday night. Pakistan claims to have killed 50 Indian soldiers. All right, well, there you go. It's nice to wake up to. Same old stuff. The Who are retiring after 60 years. Well, that's probably a good thing. I mean, I think Pete Townshend's deaf. The bass player's dead. Roger Daltrey is probably having trouble singing. And, the drummers, he's just there for the ride. Didn't they just fire the drummer? Aaron Rodgers still not signed to the Pittsburgh Steelers. I mean, if I'm the Steelers, it's like, fuck you, Aaron Rodgers. Do you either want to play for us or you don't? It's too much drama. Way too much drama. I like the one guy who was at Cam Hayward. He's like, fuck this guy. I'm not going on some recruiting spiel. You either want to be a Steeler or you don't. Okay. Thank you, TB. Oh, man, Florida. This is a good one. Florida man gored by a bison. Well, that's what happens when you have wild animals in captivity. I don't really feel sorry, to be honest with you. Oh, he only got minor injuries. It's too bad. I was hoping he would die. You know, I just don't understand. Why you would have a bison in captivity. What do you think's going to happen? I was a Florida man when my parents moved to Miami, South Florida. If you want to see their home, Google Earth 1525 Northview Road. It's a fat house. I kind of wish I could live there, but I also kind of wish I could live in my childhood home of 10500 Roca Place, ROCCA. Check that home out, where Baby Man was running wild. So, oh, really? I mean, I would imagine you would have a pretty good. That's crazy that the guy only got minor injuries. Interesting, Tom. I'm too lazy to do that, but I appreciate you always being full of useful information. I'm going to write some jokes when this stream. It will go to the 30-minute mark, so we'll go about another 12 minutes. And then you guys can start your day. I can start my day. If we have any new people in the stream, please hit the like and subscribe button. My birthday is September 17th, 1968. I'm a 56-year-old soldier. I share a birthday with Bobby Lee and John Ritter. Yes, I am a Virgo. My mom was a Leo. My dad was a Taurus. So you guys can all sleep better now with that information. Thank you very much. Anyone else watch Survivor? Oh, that's cool. Yes, rest in peace for sure. I'm really turned on by the autistic girl. She's really playing the game. She uses the autism to have everyone feel sorry for her, so no one wants to vote her out, but she's kind of a bitch. I think they should put the autistic kid from Roast Battle on next season. Huh. I mean, Florida's such a wacky part of town that actually sounds like a believable storyline. The truth does hit everybody. That's when I roast battle at the Comedy Store. I would just talk about how shitty a comic the other person was, and it really hurt. Like, I learned that from my friend Brendan Lynch. He wouldn't make like you look like jokes. He would attack your comedy, and he was like an Emmy-nominated writer. So like, he was a hard guy to like. Well, you suck. Oh, well, I just won an Emmy, bitch. What up, Richard Swan? Dick Swanson. So the Earl unit is a tired unit, which explains why we're only going 10 minutes. You think Kill Tony survives another season on Netflix? No way it gains more traction. It's the same episode. I mean, someone asked me that last night, actually. I won't say who. I don't know. I mean, I didn't watch the first episode. I won't watch the second. I think, I mean, listen, you can never count Kill Tony out, but I'm going to guess the ratings will drop just because, they front loaded the first episode with their all-stars. So the second batch is going to be, people who weren't good enough to be in the first episode. So, um, but listen, I remember doing Kill Tony in the Belly Room with Michael Costa. There's maybe 35 people in the room, and now it's playing arenas. So, I think Kill Tony is just one of those shows that, it's an outlier. You just don't know. I mean, I think there's a lot of people rooting against the show because of Tony, but like Tony loves that shit. Like when he was booed at WrestleMania, he probably got an erection. Oh, interesting, TB, interesting. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anyone does Kill Tony because it's a fun show. It's like roast battle. Listen, I can't really critique the people who go and Kill Tony. The only reason I did roast battle was because I thought, this show could get on TV. Roasting's not like I'm good at roasting, but like I don't like it to be at someone else's expense. But so I thought, oh, I'll just do the heckler thing from the side of the stage. That'll be a featured part of the TV show. And then I think I was so good at it that Comedy Central was like, we can't have a heckler say the things that guy's saying, but can he battle? And that's how I got on Roast Battle. Um, so, it'll be interesting in regards to. I mean, it's all the same, Tom. I mean, Roast Battle is just skilled bullying. It's like if you and I are battling, I'm looking at you going, how can I say something that's so hurtful to him? It's going to fuck up what he's going to say about me. That's not really comedy. It's just bullying. How do I call someone fat before they call me old? If I'm battling a girl, how do I call her a whore before she calls me old? Or, yada, yada. So, I mean, I have a weird, as you guys know, um, feeling about Roast Battle. I mean, it got me on Tyler the Creator's cartoon, but I almost wish I never did the show. I mean, working with Jeff sucked, but you guys know that already. Um, so, but I was good at Roast Battle from the standpoint of I was always a counter puncher. And those are the best battlers because, if you're like every roast battle I had, like, I don't know, the day before or maybe the day of, I would look at myself completely naked and go, okay, what could they make fun of? I mean, for 50, it wasn't 56 at the time. I was probably in my late 40s at the time. Like, okay, for late 40s, I have a great body. Um, I'm a paid regular at the Comedy Store, so they can't really attack my comedy. They're going to make fun of the Kennedys in some capacity and me dating young girls. So, and my age, because I think I was the oldest roaster, like of the active show. So I had rebuttals after rebuttals after rebuttals for all those targets. So stand up and smack back will be the complete failure of the premise of the show. Well, I mean, I just think, you know, in getting back to Chicken Man's question about Kill Tony, um, I don't know. I mean, it's the Gong Show, and the Gong Show lasted quite a while. And like the Gong Show, I don't think the people on Kill Tony realize they're the butt of the joke. Now they don't care because they're going to get 50,000 Instagram followers, and then they're going to get to do road work. But they're going to bomb at the club more than likely, and then they'll never be asked back. So save that money, baby. Like there was one Kill Tony comic. I guess I didn't see it, but he was at the Comedy Store this week. He got to go up in the main room and the belly room, and he's not passed. Now, the main room show I think was an outside produced show, but like he probably wouldn't have gotten on that show if he wasn't on Kill Tony. So it does pay to do the show, I guess. Yeah, that's crazy to me. You know, like I think I started getting turned off on Kill Tony. What's the one they did at Skankfest where it was like Tony and the Legion of Skanks guys, and they're shitting on this fat open micer who you could tell she was like maybe a year into comedy, and it's like, does it really take five of you to take this girl down? And she was kind of funny because she was giving it back to them. It wasn't funny, but it was just like she didn't care. Gave no fucks. A funny thing about the Gong Show, KB had a similar show in the early '90s with the greats, Machete, Jay London, and the Elephant Man from Stern. I would love to see that show. I used to do comedy with Jay London. If you're familiar with the LA area, and I know the Chicken Man is at an area called Gower Gulch, which is like Sunset, like Vine area. There was a mini mall, and we would do comedy. What was it? I think it was Monday. It was either Monday or Wednesday nights at Amagi's, not Miyagi's, but Amagi's, and Jay would sell books outside. Um, funny guy, probably, thought Last Comic Standing was going to be his way in, but I think that's what you'll see with a lot of the Kill Tony comics is like the Jay London arc. They'll get a few gigs right after, the show is hot, which it is right now. I mean, it's on Netflix, but then it's just like not much will happen. And I actually think Jay's pretty funny, but it's just he's disturbing looking. Like he literally looks homeless. And the thank you, it gets a little old after a while. But he's a great guy, like like super nice guy. But he's fucking, he had his shot. So, um, that's my thoughts on the local comedy scene. Go a few more minutes, guys. I don't know what a new pope is referencing. Oh, we have a new pope. Do we have a new pope? I think it'd be great if he was black, a black pope. Boy, would that set Trump on fire. I don't really keep up. I mean, I don't know why people are surprised that the pope died. He was fucking 88 and fat. Like, it's great he loved God and all, but come on. Um, What if I was, I know I look like the left side of the evolutionary chart. Thank you. Um, I mean, Jay London was kind of like Carrot Top, where you kind of look at him and go, okay, this is some hacky shit. But the jokes were really well written. Pope Skakel, yet. I mean, I don't know about that. What comic is the Pope at today's Comedy Store? Probably Holtzman. I mean, but he's in Austin. Don Barris. Actually, Don Barris is the Pope. The great Donald J. Barris, maker of Windy City Heat. Thank you very much. We'll give you guys another side angle here. I kind of like this angle. That's what the guy in Greece did right before they went to camera. So I hope you guys have a good weekend. Chicken Man, why don't you come to the Comedy Store Saturday night? I mean, I don't know who you are, so you can just be anonymous. I know you like your privacy. Anyone can come to the Comedy Store this weekend. You get to see Earl live in the flesh, baby. Last weekend, before my Comedy Store spot, I went to GCW Wrestling with the great Danny Dangerous, the sound man at the Comedy Store. The sheriff and her smelly posse. Hey, that's one of my new favorite chat names, second only to Connie Lingus and Pert Perkins. I've got some all-stars in the stream. If MLC finishes early, please come by, but I don't want to know who you are. Don't come up to me like Chad did and ruin the Jan Michael Vincent account. I never want to know who you are. It will ruin. I mean, I'm curious, but it will ruin the character. It's like Kiss taking off the makeup. It's just like, oh, really? I mean, the Kenny Tinney reference really makes me uh, curious. But morning, Grandma. We're gonna end the stream in a few minutes, so glad you could get in and enjoy the Earl stream. Now, I will plug. I am doing some podcasts tonight. Let's see. I forgot the name of it, to be honest with you. That's not an offense to them. But nice podcast, stupid. So there you go. I'm not sure exactly what kind of. We talk about wrestling and cool stories. So I think it's just a free flowing podcast. And should be fun. I think we're doing it at about 5:30 my time. So I might do a walk and talk. Give us a not, oh really? I don't know. I mean, I've never. They reached out to me, so MLC. See, I don't know. Anything about it, but I love doing other people's podcasts. All right, you kids, we've done a nice tight half-hour stream. It's always a pleasure to have the Chicken Man in here. I'm sure the Chicken Man is thinking many thoughts in his head. Johnny Zapp, Kenny Tenney, Mike Lambert, Brian Dowell, Goulden. The Chicken Man is a soldier. Earl Skakel, over and out.